Hey everyone, today we're going to go over our friend Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky. So we're going to jump right into some new information about him. So Tchaikovsky studied at the Moscow Conservatory where this photo was taken in 1863. The conservatory helped Tchaikovsky in two ways. It gave him tools to help him do well as a composer or someone who writes music, and the in-depth exposure to European principles and musical forms that gave him a sense that his art was not just Russian or Western. Helped him kind of identify himself as a musician a little bit. So, Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky wrote many famous or well-known works, and just to list a few: Romeo and Juliet, 1812 Overture. He had three ballets: The Nutcracker, Swan Lake, and Sleeping Beauty. These are his five most well-known pieces. So he had 4 concertos, 7 symphonies, and 10 operas. Pretty awesome. So when I mentioned that the 5 are his most well-known, it was the previous 5. So Romeo and Juliet, 1812 Overture, Nutcracker, Swan Lake, and Sleeping Beauty. Now, let's take a listen here to the Nutcracker today. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it before we jump into it. So the Nutcracker is an 1892 2-act ballet with the music by Tchaikovsky. The libretto, or extended musical work, is adapted from a guy named E.T.A. Hoffman's story called The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. And although the original production was not a success right away, the 20-minute suite that Tchaikovsky took out from the ballet that he composed was. However, the complete Nutcracker has had enormous popularity since the late 1960s, and it's now performed by countless ballet companies, mostly during the Christmas season, and especially in North America, where we are. Major American ballet companies earn around 40% or a little under half of their yearly or annual ticket money from the performances of just the Nutcracker alone. Tchaikovsky's musical score, or his composition, music that he wrote, has become one of his most famous compositions. Among other things, the score is noted or known for its use of the celesta, which is an instrument that the composer had already employed or used in his much lesser known ballad, symphonic ballad, called the Voyevoda. I'm sure I messed that up. All right, so let's take a listen to the piece from the Nutcracker. So the whole ballet is much longer, but we're just gonna listen to a short piece and then we'll talk about it after. Here we go. Oh, actually, just kidding. Let's talk about the celesta first. I forgot about that. So the celesta is the instrument that is used to make the sound of the Sugar Plum Fairy. So it's a really high pitch sounding instrument. You'll hear it as soon as the music plays and as soon as we start listening to it. So you'll kind of know. But yeah, so let's take a listen to it. And again, we'll talk about it here in just a bit. get the idea. Um, so I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit, for just a second here. So if you've already seen the Nutcracker, you'd probably recognize the music. If you haven't seen it before, it's getting to be toward Christmas time, which is around the same time that they would perform this ballet. I believe they even put this on TV, so during the holidays. So you might be able to actually catch this on actual TV sometime later on this month. Anywho, thanks for listening and thanks for watching. I will see you all next time.